Sådär. Starta och jag ska starta igång chatten så att jag ser den. Sådär. Jag ska se. Oj. Den ska jag också ha. Vi börjar från början. Jag har upptäckt att det finns några trophies som jag missade. Så jag tänkte att jag kör om dem direkt. Kör om spelet direkt medan jag fortfarande har pusslen någorlunda färskt i minnet. Skippa saker.
The gallery on my
Vi ska ut direkt. Och så ska vi till en här ska vi till en
I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass.
Sensors detect incoming audio source. I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
okej. Man ska göra det där flera gånger under spelets gång. Så.
The thief left. Well, no. The guy. This was where the why and why the stolen, which should have, I needed to. It was the.
Ja.
So that was what. This.
Så, vet du om det där?
It was a small. The button bypassed the pressure pad system. Cutting the wire had disabled the pads.
Mhm. Vet du det? Jag tror vi måste veta vad.
The door was. The wire. If I.
Ska ta saker från hand. Gå igenom alla.
Mine. Is there. On. What? I am. The next.
Så där i alla fall. Då kan jag kanske titta på liket.
There was a small... It was too innocent enough. There was some... In Henri's pocket was a tiny bottle. It was a cryptic note. No person. I def... It... For a moment. Time to...
Så han är hungrig och vill ha pizza.
What? Where? You fainted.
Minns inte vad man skulle ha dem
The
till.
nail... They must...
Men jag tar dem.
I found... Now...
Så.
Dead. Excuse me. Do I... I'm...
Nu kommer jag dock inte ihåg mycket.
Could I ask... Did you know the guy... Of... Oh, really? How long... As of... Oh... No... If late... Do you know any... of... What about... Oh... So you... What? So you help run the code? I just thought you might. I do, but I couldn't pop. I figured I wasn't going to get the door code from Lane, but I needed to trim. Mr. Lane, and because but that's funny you. Someone sabotaged. What? You're. Well, I'm. That. Are these your nail clips? Yeah. Huh. What? Well. I had. Okay. An unusual pain. And you. The cut. But. And I. This.
Kom inte riktigt ihåg vad lösningen var.
I've been. Just. You're not. I was on this. How about it? Sir? Guilty? I hate to say this, Mr. Lane. Sir. How about some more of this? I don't. So you... That. Mr. Lane, as...
Jag ska nog gå ut och prata med café-gubben.
Yes, my son.
What did... What? What brought you...
Now, I
Did all... I think there's... No... A wire in the...
Cut.
Well, do you know the code
No.
with... What do you know? Tell me about the... Hey, Father.
I...
Do you recognize...
No.
Jag tror man får reda på att man får hitta få tag på ett kvitto i kaféet som visar att han var här.
Excuse me. Monsieur? There's just... Oh. You... Oh. Did you see me... You... Can you... No one... The gal... That... Can we... What do you know about him?
Lane. He slid
Last night...
after me. If you see...
Så där är.
This... What do you... So... Thank you.
Ingenting med där i alla fall, verkar det som. Tillbaka in.
How about it? Sir... Guilty? Take a look at this. It's you. But you tell you you just a... But I had the code. What was that number again? 6-4. Everyone, hold it. Damn it. And now, move.
Two minutes later. Nu kan vi prata med roboten igen, med den här karaktären.
Help me, Miko Collard. You're my only hope.
Så. Har gjort det 2 gånger i alla fall.
Sasha.
I know. And it is...
Mom.
Man ska få honom att behöva gå på toa. Så jag ska köpa en kaffe to go här.
Bonjour.
But
Then what?
you...
Try me.
Because
The
the...
the
And... Like...
I see.
Han gillar när man får veta att man jobbar på en tidning.
And do you... What?
No!
So
Yes. And you...
this is
Yes.
on any, but here's my present.
Madame. You...
Well,
It was... And...
Klick, klick, klick.
monsieur,
Jag har en kaffe.
The road...
could we?
Eh,
How
Cafe.
about some coffee?
for you... There is only one... One moment. Here is your coffee, madame.
Thank
Oh.
you, monsieur.
Flyttade micken lite grann. Aha. Jag måste nog veta om att jag vill ha den to go.
The coffee was
Så jag måste nog prata med förarens historia om att han typ...
salut.
Bonjour.
I would. I
I...
who is in? You. So. I'm.
Here... Anymore.
Why are you?
Navet.
Oh,
That's very... Ha!
well.
Ah! That would... My dog...
That incident.
I don't want to talk. All I can... I am on...
I.
In... Abs...
So
No.
until
Exact...
have you?
Madame.
No. This was. Here's my.
Yes. And...
Fått veta tillräckligt nu. Jag vet inte. Ska man ringa någon?
Monsieur.
Madame.
Kaffe.
Eh,
Där ja.
Would you make me a coffee?
what? One moment.
Kaffe.
Here's your takeaway coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur. Sergeant Moore,
Coffee?
I'm.
It is... Yep. Well... And...
You.
You think...
But
Well...
Snart är vi där jag började förra gången jag streamade.
right.
Oh dear, it has gone.
Oh,
Det är en station här bredvid. Gå då. Oj, sorry. Behöver inte ha
I distracted you
bilen där.
or never.
Så, här var det jag började förra gången.
How did you get past Sergeant Moo? Well, you won't fool me so easily, madame. I shall question you later.
Kör kostym lite.
Nico!
I know.
Poor old...
So,
Bort med pizzaboxen.
the tomato sauce had
Ja, jag såg det tuggummit. Nej, där är det ju.
I spread. It looked. If I scraped it.
Ganska stor skillnad mellan tomatsås och blod skulle jag vilja påstå. Okej.
Inspector.
Madame?
Have you seen?
Indeed. I must...
Det är snart dags för den första trofén.
Interesting.
Okay, Jean.
Nice.
I was sure the inspector hadn't... But...
At last, Stovart.
Sorry, Mr. Rickenbacker. I've been busy.
Yeah, I damn well hope so. I'm watching the news.
Oh, anything interesting?
Yeah, someone stole a painting.
Oh, really?
And it was one you insured. What's going on?
Ah, yes. Well, the guy was armed, sir.
So,
Jag minns inte att jag
You
fick
think
det
I should
här.
have thrown myself in front of the thief, wrestled into the ground, got myself shot?
sure would have made me feel better.
Mm.
Anyway, find that painting, or give me a good reason not to pay out. Please tell me that you have some leads.
I'm working on it.
That would make me feel better. Det kände jag igen faktiskt. Här.
Oh, man. The priest was right. Evil was abroad.
Så. Fick vi den. Minns jag koden? 0527.
The CCTV system, it took into... It looked...
Om den inte slumpar födelsedagen.
Bingo. I rewound the tape to before the run. It was on... The image... I thought it... There was on... There was... Nico and I were... Funny. It seemed... There I was. The most... A good view of La Mala... The most... The killer caught... The CC... He knew... The most... The moment it all went... Why hadn't I... If that was me... The most... There was some writing on the front of his... The alarm... But it had been... The killer making his getaway. A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo...
Waterloo Motors, jo ja.
That could... The alarm... The painting was gone. The alarm... There I was, taking a look at the alarm. That was me. I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the... That was the last shot.
Så. Jag kan inte minnas att det var något övrigt speciellt här. Okej. Kanske det var...
There was nothing else. The folder looked...
Just det. Det var ju rätt
It
viktigt.
was a completion. They went to God. I...
Får man redo för vart nästa steg man ska dra. Här kan man fixa.
The stench. Up. Thankfully. There.
Men jag vet inte, det här är något senare pussel, I guess.
I wasn't gonna open... I was fairly...
I don't have that key, så att säga.
Henri had a... I had... The telephone...
Okej, någonting i wastebasketen.
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's... It listed extravagant purchase. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th...
Ja, där fick jag adressen.
The letter back. Financial problems weren't...
Så, nu har jag alla. Precis.
Monsieur, I wasn't... That... Still... Well... The... Egg... So on... Of course... That...
Då var den här scenen klar.
Here. If you...
Do you know anything...
No.
It's very li...
Monsieur...
Yeah? Interest.
Indeed. You...
Så.
I had some... But before... Hey, Nico.
Sure.
I am... This... I shall be... No...
Så.
Move!
Yes, it's...
Let the...
Right away.
Jag ska prata om det där robotfönstret igen. Om det var nu.
Do coffee.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
You know, this...
What do you mean?
Like I said...
Go on.
Some...
Le-
The CCTV... Great. Well, the...
Kom igen.
Shall
Yeah. I found... It was...
good. Well,
Yeah?
it's
Great to... I
Så.
watched her... It sounds...
Okej, jag får inte välja den. Nu jag kan göra klart det här pusslet först. Just det, jag måste ju få veta om kackerlackan innan jag kan få en kaka.
Help! What? Where? On the floor. Oh.
Ta upp tändsticksasken.
Romanovs. As a I tipped out.
Så. Så det här.
Come here, little fella. I set down my matchbox. Cock. I was never. The box needed.
Så. Då vet jag att jag behöver som bait. Ut. Sådär ja.
Hello, I'm George Stone.
Call me. I have.
Could you? Bad Mike.
I.
Is it your?
This.
Så då vet jag om att du...
You want me to?
Så.
Do you know?
I'm.
Then. Mark.
Så. Fixar vi den.
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed and the cover broken. I pulled the wire off. Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing. Aha! That seemed like a good name.
Sid Aladdin.
Hey, Bassam. How about... Glad you like it.
You're
Får jag en kocka nu? Jag vill ha...
Do you have to be honest? But
Why? Ooh.
you need to find a container.
Rick.
Så.
Glad.
Tror inte det är något mer om man behöver prata med honom.
I added some.
Så. En kackerlacka.
Gotcha.
You are a gentleman.
Always.
I bet.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
What can I do for you?
Jag måste...
There's been I.
Oh no, we
Oh, yeah.
didn't.
Did.
I've got.
But. It says. Didn't do
Where did you?
at the gallery.
That.
The place. Maybe.
Okej.
Are you done?
Thanks.
Nu ringer vi.
Hello, we're in security. We make you secure. Damn nuisance calls.
Nu gjorde jag något där som skulle dit och då... Oj, titta.
I wanted to see. A very bad photo. Recognize this?
Hey. So, what? Yeah. Look, I just.
So,
I don't know. The boy.
Så. Jag tror inte det är så mycket mer kvar att göra nu.
I decided to stay till I'd squeezed what I could from an ad.
Jaha, det var fortfarande.
Yes.
So,
Eh?
Uh.
Oh?
are you back? Oh,
Don't.
ah,
So,
the boss.
I had. Look, anyway. Yeah. You are mean and rotten.
No. The gallery.
But
Yeah.
It's pretty dead.
This is a.
I don't.
He.
I've never seen it.
Mm.
Don't.
Thanks. I was pretty sure Annette. She sounded. Time.
Så. Ska vi gå vidare.
Time to confront Lane.
Och höra robotrösten.
The gallery was sealed off. Lane, and it looked like...
Seize the day, boys.
Så. Han är väl...
Monsieur. I'm looking for Miss...
Ah, yes, monsieur. He came by earlier. Told me he was off to console Henri's widow.
Mm.
I hope she's out.
Just det. Han var där.
So, what up?
Let's go.
Did he have a grand scheme or just blew small?
Alltså, hosta tar aldrig slut. Mhm.
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
Sorry, this is a very inconvenient time. Come back later.
I know that's you, Mr. Lane. I need to talk to you. Mr. Lane, does the name Annette mean anything to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
I'm sure it can wait.
Mm-hmm. If you don't let me in, I'll tell the police about your interesting connection to the security company.
Right then. Come on, but make it brief.
Dear Lord, George, you have a worse time.
Is this... I... So... What do you know about...
I've no...
Tell me about...
Who?
From...
I...
I'm surprised you let your conquests keep souvenirs. Annette,
Quit waving it around.
can you tell me...
Annette told me he's some...
Come on, Lane.
All right. I had a...
And you two fixed...
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling...
I believe you.
Less of the old, if you don't mind.
Especially... Okay.
You...
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
All right.
Promise?
And give...
If Lane was telling that...
Så.
She's... I went...
Are you?
Ja, exakt. Gå fram.
Pleased to make your... Mine...
Call. Hello, young.
I'm from... I'm...
Oh.
Could... Henri?
Oh.
How are you?
I'm s-
Can you tell?
the
So you
no,
you're wreck
Yeah.
Bijou.
but who?
I don't know. Does this smell?
It's heavenly, isn't it? So?
Do you know this
No.
rich tea?
Why?
I was feeding it.
Is it?
I think I perhaps I pass.
Hey, this might sail.
Clever.
Cook. I prefer.
And please,
Thank you.
my pleasure.
Bijou appeared to know. I still couldn't just. Annette, on the other hand,
Jag tror inte det var
Henri
någon...
was on balance. The stereo was playing.
Oh,
I've always. I wondered.
please don't. Sherry, please don't touch.
The subject stared. The subject looked. Can I? Truth.
And there.
Quite unusual.
Henri.
Is that a?
Yes, darling.
Who paid?
Oh, some acquaintance.
Don't
What's the
recall.
song?
Jasmine, by the Airy Lobster. It's a band that Henri fronted in the 70s. They got to number 2 in the Swedish charts.
Big time, huh? Anything else you can?
No, I rarely
Henri looked.
does he?
He was taken.
Yet,
Thank you for
my
the view through to the. America is my country, and Paris is my hometown.
Hej! Hej Daniel! Tack för att du i alla fall var droppar in och säger hej. Det uppskattas. Jag hoppas att att webcamen ser bra ut och att ljudnivåerna är okej.
Night was falling. It was time to.
Jag har en retlig hosta kvar. Oj, sorry.
The empty mall. The.
Sådär.
I popped the lid open. Inside was an air.
Vi kuttar dig. Vi Skit i dig. Vart hade jag hittat den där? Kommer inte ens ihåg.
In the drawer. In the drawer. It was my luck. The room was pitch. That was
Förlåt. Typ sådär.
in the corner of the room was a pizza delivery scooter, just like the one the killer had escaped on.
Men titta
Oil
då.
dri- Oil.
Ja. Vi får väl göra det här pusslet först då.
The shredder was.
Mm.
There was a. I smeared some oil onto the cotton bud. A lid like that. I smeared the gears with oil.
Så.
It was.
Ja, ja, ja.
I grabbed the paper.
Ja, där är det väl kanske toppen. You need to find it. Men Så är det. Nu. Så. Så.
It was the letter from Henri confirming that Vera's security had the content
Det går
of the
bra.
exhibition.
Jag har redan gjort den här början, den här delen av spelet. Jag behövde starta om. Jag hade missat lite grejer. Så.
The air vent. The paperclip was perfect for the job. There was definitely something in there.
Ja. Jag hade möjligheten att spela ut spelet och sen bara göra en andra omgång. Men då jag inte var så långt in så bestämde jag mig för att börja om direkt. För då har jag ju pusslen färskt i minnet.
Inspect. No. I found. Move.
Men jag är snart där jag avslutade förra gången.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Hej Vega. Nej, mina man cold säger flera veckor. Flera veckor. Hur är läget med er? Och är ljudnivån bättre idag, Vega? Spelet var ju som lite tyst förra gången. Men jag vet inte om jag råkade höja för mycket.
Would you like...
Yes, those stairs are a nightmare. That's better.
Nu hör man i alla fall, vad bra.
So, what can I do for you, monsieur?
My name is Tiago.
Så det ser bra i webcamen. Jag hoppas det.
And Or
Läget med är trött, mestadels trött.
so they start. Tell me. So what?
I have been You have to...
Jajamän.
Tell me.
Jag har ju som redan spelat den här delen förra gången jag streamade. Så därför klickar jag förbi det.
You've got.
See the painting?
Yes.
You took the photographs of that robbery, huh?
I did. Yes.
I need...
What?
Please.
All right.
Kul att det är lite humor i alla fall.
This
Who is this?
just a.
So...
This is.
Yeah. So... It's...
Then
Read it. What is that?
looks like a skull and crossbones. Headhunters,
You will
Pistol.
find
I can try.
Är det Warframe, eller?
Yeah.
So you.
Of course.
Marquez's story was very interesting. I wanted. And while I did. Where is. I didn't. My. Great.
Så, då går vi till rummet bredvid. Konan Exile, så ha. Undrar inte om det spelet man fick gratis förra månaden på PS4. Är det bra?
My neighbor had left a key for me on the. Wait. The key.
Jo då. Nyckeln är där.
Using.
This will do.
Glad it's up to standard. I have to go out, monsieur. Ronnie
Fan,
had
man bygger
promised
ut
me the front
musikens
page
med
of an
okej.
interview with the paint. And here was.
Trophy i det där rummet också, men det
Maybe there was.
får göra det sen. Halvpriset på det nu fram till den 20. Ja, vem?
Len
Schysst.
was sitting outside the cafe. He looked dazed.
Undrar om det är nu jag ska...
All partings foreshadow the great final one.
Så. Jag kanske ska spara utifall att... Ja, det finns autosave också. Okej. 3000 i Ark Survivor. Konen är samma. Ja. 3000 timmar. Det är rätt många timmar är du. Prata med han. Få
Hello,
sig
Monsieur Lane.
gå in i...
Ah,
In i...
On what? What?
not. But he.
I'm right. So,
Look. More. I might.
maybe
Maybe.
Nej, vi vill göra det nu.
you. Up. That
Japp.
sounds great.
We can discuss my ordeal over a glass of champagne.
Jag vet inte hur många dagar av mitt liv jag har spenderat i World of Warcraft, så
But it. So,
jag skulle inte säga något. Börjar närma mig nya breddgrader. Jag tror efter det här rummet så är det
After you, my dear.
ny game. Så jag inte sett förut.
the place with. As lanes. Whatever.
Come. You will.
Oh,
Oh.
Sätter ner. Fråga efter champagne.
Lane. The only. Monsieur Lane.
Hector.
Oh,
But.
to a new.
Too long. Oh, mon Dieu, that is so cold!
Oops, silly me. I am so sorry.
I'll have to dry this off. Don't you worry, my dear.
In the folder was a list of all the paintings in the exhibition. La Malediccio had to be there. It was. And next to it was the owner's name, Mr. Medovsky. The police had obviously not spotted the folder. I put it back. I had what I needed for my story. Monsieur Lane, thanks for everything.
Ma chérie, no need to leave so soon. It's only a little spillage.
Så. Nya breddgrader tror jag.
Claims to war on La Sounds right.
Enough.
Who is?
He's new on the old dark plot. Fresh into London from Russia, with ambition and a bloody reputation. Collard, this is way over your head. I'm gonna put a more experienced crime journalist on the story. I can't afford for you to get hurt.
Relax, Ronnie. This is my story. Leave it with me. Let's discuss it over lunch tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Ronnie didn't trust me on this story. I was going to have... Come in. Hi, George. Great to see you.
Hope you don't mind me just dropping in.
No, not at all. How are you getting on?
Pretty good. I found the gun that was used in the robbery.
I'm impressed.
Yeah? Well, Nave wasn't. He accused me of trying to plant it. and then of being involved in Henri's death. Then he threw me into a cell. He couldn't make a stick, of course, so he had to let me go this morning. But he's convinced I'm involved. So if I put a foot wrong, he'll nail me next time. But, hey, on the bright side, have I got a story for you.
Sexting streaming, va? Ja, exakt.
Security lied about the owner of the company. When I pieced together that shredded letter, I got a name.
Ja, det var faktiskt godnatt till tjejen.
Medovsky.
Och så var
That's the
det
same guy who claims to own La Malediccio.
What?
snack med brorsan
And Vita's
också.
security?
Lillbrorsan.
He has to be the one behind this whole scam.
You're telling me.
Ska besöka han en
We have to be
en
sure.
stund på fredag. Jag vill leva livet. Jo du.
I cannot sleep on that bed. It is too soft.
George, this... Senor...
Det här känner jag igen. Det här har jag gjort. Och inte här man får reda på att det är en orm som biter sig själv på tavlan.
That's definite.
It belongs.
Who's... Who's...
My mother.
How could...
The dead?
If the... But how...
I can. This.
You lost...
Eh.
So,
No.
you're sure...
Senor.
It was... It's a snake.
It is the. My friend.
A pre...
Do not. Whatever.
Så.
If Marquez was the true owner of Malediccio, then Madame might be tough to prove, but if I could, we wouldn't have to pay out on the insurance. So, if the painting belongs to you,
The fashion.
we need...
Så. Här tror jag att nu är det nytt.
Nico,
Yes, sure.
what do we know about this Medovsky character?
Ronnie said he was dangerous and very rich. He claims to be the owner of La Malediccio.
And appears to be the boss of Vita's security who was supposed to protect it. Now that kind of figures. The best way to steal something is to get hired to look after it. But why steal a painting you already own?
We need to talk to this guy.
To do that, we need to find him. So let's go over what we know about the thief.
Okay, well, he had a distinctive tattoo on one arm.
And his helmet had Waterloo Motors across it.
Not a lot to go on.
You said the thief had a tattoo.
On his arm, it was a skull and crossbones with headhunters written around it.
We need to track down Waterloo Motors.
Have you tried the internet?
I've been kind of busy.
Okay, let's have a look.
Mm.
Waterloo Station, Battle of Waterloo, Waterloo Kebabs, Waterloo Sunset. Ah, here we go. Waterloo Motors. It's a garage in London. I'll send the number to your phone.
London.
Here's the proof that...
Interesting. But
Nico,
yes,
I found the gun that...
if Madosky owns Vera Security,
Well, it can't be Annette, but she has to be involved in some way. Why would somebody steal her...
insurance scam? But then why kill...
I get the impression that all... So, Waterloo Motors.
Yes, I sent you.
We need to find.
We will, but I think we've got all we can.
Lang kackerlacka.
Hey, Nico.
Oh, get that horrible thing away.
Nej.
What do you think of this?
Not much.
En kaka.
I'm pretty surprised this cookie's.
Gotta work on.
Vad säger du då?
Yes,
So,
it did. Once it was stolen, I did not believe
you must have been excited to.
it was.
You mentioned the Gnostics.
It is not important. My family were Gnostic. They were.
Hey, Senor Marquez. Meet Trevor.
He is a cockroach in a box.
He's my new pet.
Rätt.
I'm getting rather attached to him. You want a cookie, Senor Marquez?
No, it has been in your pocket and is falling to pieces.
I found this completion note for the security work done at the gallery. They went against my recommendations.
And now my.
I found some evidence that ties Henri to the Dodge.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nåväl.
Waterloo Motors.
Hi,
How can I help you?
my name is George Stobart. I'm investigating a murder that was committed here in Paris.
What's that got to do with us?
Så går man hemma. Nej, alltså jag har jobbat hela veckan. Men jag bara låter förjävligt när jag hostar.
The guy we're looking for was wearing a helmet with Waterloo Motors on it.
Oh, yeah. It's a very popular helmet.
I don't suppose you know who might have bought one?
Well, not unless you've got any more information, mate.
The killer had a tattoo on his arm. It said, Headhunters.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, he bought one of our helmets just the other day.
Terrific. Do you know his name?
Nah. Brings his boss's Merc here to have it serviced. Well, it's quite though. I hear he don't mess about. The car's registered on Dutchy Street, if there's any help. I mean, that's all I know, mate. Sorry.
No, that's more than enough. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Good work. That has to be the guy. And now we've got his address.
How about a trip to London?
I thought you'd never ask. Senor Marquez, will you be okay here?
The bed is uncomfortable. But it will do. Come back quickly. With the painting, eh?
Till London. London it is.
London cabbies. Gotta love them.
This is the place. Here on the right. To afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something. So, we clear on how we're going to do this?
Nej.
Yeah, we're two insurance investigators, see? We finagle our way inside, butter Madovsky up, and then get the dirt on him, right?
Fanoodle?
Yeah, finagle. You remember how to finagle, don't you, Nico?
George, how could I ever forget?
Good, because I
What?
suspect we're gonna need major league fanoodling getting this one.
You got it.
Ha.
Excuse me? Hello?
On your bike, darling. This is a private residence.
We're here to see Mr. Madovsky.
So?
Do you work for Mr. Madovsky?
No, I'm standing here proving his head just for a laugh. Course I blooming work for him. And who the hell might you be?
I'm Nico Kalar, and this is my colleague, Georges Stober.
Well, isn't that cosy? Can you count, darling?
Yes, of course.
Well then, 1, I don't know you all laughing boy here from Adam. 2, you ain't got no business round here. And 3, I don't like French birds. Comprenez?
Hi.
Fortsätt där.
What are you...
We have important...
Maybe you didn't hear... Get...
Hi.
Testar alla
What are you...
kombinationer.
I don't suppose you...
Look, will you stop asking all these blooming questions?
Hi.
What are you...
Showing him my press card. I don't suppose you... Hi.
Börjar vi ha sagt allt.
What are you...
I don't...
You really don't know when to...
Hi.
What do you want?
I...
Maybe you didn't hear me. Get...
No answer. It was the intercom. Ah. It was a... Hey, Georges.
What's up?
Seriously, how... According to Ronnie, Madovsky's...
Coming from Ronnie? That...
If Madovsky...
We need to be careful.
I use my Gallic charm.
Exactly.
Ronnie wouldn't have been too pleased to hear. There was no point in calling. It was told. Hi.
Jag vet inte riktigt vad jag ska göra.
What are you...
Ja.
Nice bush.
Bush? This is so much more than just a bush.
Oh, I am sorry.
It's art, love. Or to be precise, topiary. And as everybody knows...
Topiary is a transition form.
That's right. A statement of man's dominance over nature. A metaphor for the human condition.
And yet,
It's not enough, is it?
not for the big questions.
Life, death,
Right and wrong.
tell me about it.
You struggle, monsieur.
Day and night.
That is the human condition.
Can we ever escape it?
It is possible through meditation, contemplation.
I see.
It is our only salvation.
Well, you've given me food for thought, you have.
Every time.
Much appreciated. At a difficult time.
You are welcome, monsieur.
So, anyway, this is my latest piece. What do you think?
It's very nice. Eagle? A two-headed eagle.
Result. Get in there, my son. Yes, it's a Russian Imperial Eagle for the boss. You spotted it straight off. I owe you one, lady. You have got that rare quality. Real insight.
No, please. You have a rare talent. Anything else you can tell us about Mr. Medovsky's driver?
Not really, miss.
We have important business with Mr. Medovsky.
I need a good reason to bother the boss with this. He's a busy man.
I understand, but I think he'll want to speak with us.
What makes what you have to say so important?
La Malediccio, a painting that belongs to him, has been stolen. If he wants his insurance claim processed quickly, then he'll want to speak with us. I think he might be annoyed if he finds out you never even told him we came around, right?
Okay, okay. Hang on, I'll phone him now.
La malediction.
Yeah, Mr. Medovsky? Yeah. Yes, boss. Right, I will do. You've piqued the boss's interest. That isn't always a good thing. The gate should be open. I'll take you inside. Follow me, please.
Follow me, please. Get inside the door.
Mr. Medovsky will be right with you, madame.
Well, we're in. Now what?
We'll make him think we're all set to pay out on the policy. See if we can get him to talk.
So, yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Good day, monsieur. My name is Nico Kala, and this is my assistant, Georges Tabar.
You are here to discuss La Malediccio, yes?
Correct.
I am surprised to see you. My agreement with the gallery specified that my ownership should be kept in the strictest confidence. It would appear that agreement has been broken.
A man has been killed, monsieur.
An agreement is an agreement.
A life has been lost and a painting stolen, monsieur. We need to ask you a few questions.
Bravely put, Miss Collard. So be it. I will cooperate however I can.
We have reason to believe that the theft was an inside job.
Oh, that is terrible. The staff at the gallery were so pleasant to deal with. I trust this won't delay the insurance claim.
I'm sure matters will be sorted out soon. What connection do you have to Vita security?
I've never heard of it.
There is strong evidence that ties you to Vita security.
Oh, you are beginning to sound like a policeman, madame.
We are merely doing our jobs, monsieur. We must leave no stone unturned.
Nope.
I would leave this particular stone unturned if I were you.
I threatened him, but I didn't want to push too hard. Of course. We will check our information again.
I would do that.
Did you know only the gallery owner?
Oh, purely on a professional. My restorer recommended his gallery to me.
Did you ever meet him personally?
No, only via email. I rarely fly. I'm carbon neutral.
Very conscientious, monsieur.
Hmm.
Well, the planet won't save itself.
Your restorer, how does he fit into all this?
Hobbs. He did a little cleaning work on La Maledicción, that's all.
How did you come into possession of La Maledicción?
I purchased it at auction.
Hmm.
Do you have receipts for the painting?
Of course. I have already sent them to your office.
These things take time to process.
What is there to process? I own the painting. Someone stole it, and your company provided me with insurance. I am the victim here.
A state you share with the deceased, monsieur.
I think that's enough for now.
Mm-hmm.
When do you expect the claim to be paid out?
Soon.
It will not be long, monsieur.
When exactly? Surely you can give me a date.
Monsieur Medovsky, I'm sure you...
Please excuse the interruption, sir.
What is it, Shears?
Hobbs is here.
Tell him I'm busy.
He mentioned the portfolio, sir.
For pity's sake, can he not just follow simple instructions? Please excuse me for a moment.
Konstig accent.
The gardener's called Shears?
Yeah, probably not what his mother christened him.
What a creep.
He är snuka.
Very clever creep at that. We got nothing on him, and he knows it.
He just brushed off the Vita connection. We need something else to get under his skin. I could use Marquez as leverage.
Yeah, it's just one man's word against another.
So what else can we do?
Let's take a look around. Maybe there's something here we can use against him.
Good idea, George. You search, I'll keep watch at the window.
Det ligger för öppet för att vara någonting intressant, men...
It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box. The catch had snapped. The catch seemed... It was a The paperclip just flexed and slipped off the catch.
Uh-huh.
Sadly, the catch would have been too thick.
Trevor.
That was...
Men.
Can you hear what they're saying?
Yes.
You should not have turned up here, Mr. Hobbs. I made it clear I would deliver the package later today.
I wanted to make sure it got to me all right. I've got a lot of work to do on it.
This is most inconvenient.
Medovsky's arguing with his visitor, Ops, about the portfolio.
That portfolio is important, I'm sure of it. Medovsky and Libya. Happy days.
The kind who will commit murder in order to...
Jag missade det där.
It was a Russian I wondered why Medovsky...
Kolla vad det här är.
Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf inside was a business card and a scribbled note. I picked up the business card. It read, Wilfred Hobbs, Fine Art Restoration. I made a note of the address. Then I put the card back where I'd found it. No point arousing Medovsky's suspicions. The note read, L. Serp drawings for you to check. W.H.
Now we're cooking with gas.
I wondered if the painting could be in the portfolio that Medovsky had taken.
Da-da-da-da-da.
See a penny, pick it up, then all day you'll have good luck. A Russian Imperial A. It looked rather plain. It was a thank you note from a British politician. Huh. Medovsky certainly had some dubious friends. Everything was in Cyrillic, except for a number. 1869. I suspected the medals weren't from the Moscow Debating Society.
Okej. Fått ett nummer.
It seems Armadovsky has friends in low places.
Fått en adress.
It's like my boss said. The guy wants to be a player.
Locked. I could only hope that Medovsky...
Typewriter.
I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic. A-S-D... G or F? I couldn't remember. I didn't know...
What?
I didn't know... If I'd been able to remember the layout of a U.S. keyboard, I might have been able to figure it out. I tried to remember how that... A-Z-X... I figured that had to be...
Need a keyboard.
Nico? I knew we should wait for him. Leather-bound classic. Medovsky had an extensive... The 7 Secrets of Leadership, 2009. The Business Bonaparte. Russian novels.
Okay.
By extraordinary good fortune, the coin I'd picked up was the perfect shape to flip open the broken catch. Fancy that. An elaborate key in a small pouch. Keys are always useful. Romanovs. The same brand of cigarettes that were in the ashtray in Vera's security. Romanov. That wouldn't... That wouldn't work. Medowski had left the cabinet open.
Wait.
The study door's open. Hear anything else interesting?
Hang on.
Listen, Hobbs, just take the portfolio and do your work. You are nervous, and I don't like that.
Understood. I have got a few questions, though.
I do not like questions either. Hurry up.
I noticed a couple of people arriving. Who were they? They look like coppers.
They were from the insurance company.
Has the...
Hobbs is going to head off with the portfolio. Whatever's in there is important. We need to stay with it.
I got Hobbs' address from his car. When he's here, we should check it out.
Okay, Josh, but hurry. Medowski will be back soon.
I'm gonna check out the study.
Okay.
Boom.
Wow, there must be millions of dollars worth of art on these walls. The drawer was open. But inside I saw only... The drawer was open. But inside...
Okay, painting. Desk, ashtray.
The ashtray was full of...
Desk.
The desk was magnificent. Filthy habit. The chair was fancy and probably more expensive than it looked. Those two little holes were just waiting for me to put my fingers in them. I resisted the urge. The lettered panels appeared to conceal buttons.
Måste jag ha papper och penna för att lösa det här pusslet? Jobbigt.
The lettered pan... It was an These paintings would have kept a critic enraptured for hours. The painting... Medovsky had left the cabinet open on the Everything was in Cyrillic. 8. I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic. ZX.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1869. A, H. S. 0. AH. S0. AH S0. AH S0.
A secret drawer popped open. I knew that publication date would be significant. I was going to discover Medovsky's secrets. It certainly wasn't Medovsky's sock drawer. Hey, Nico! Come see this! I think we've struck gold.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Look, a letter from a guy called Gainin. His company, Wolfram, want to purchase La Maledizio. They're offering way over the asking price.
Anything connecting Medovsky to Vera?
Well, let's see. Here we go. A lease for Vera's security.
Aha! Then we have the proof we need.
Hang on, what's this? Expenses for a Mr. Shears. Waterloo Motors, 1 helmet. These are from Paris. Madame La Trex. Hotel Britannique. Pizza. Nico. Pizza. I think your friend Shears might just be Henri's killer.
Georges, what have we got ourselves into? I just heard the front door close. Medovsky's coming. Put everything back in order, quick!
Right. He'll never suspect we just ransacked his house for evidence.
Kronan.
Georges, the coin!
Precis.
No time. Look cool, Nico. I'll handle this.
I apologize for the lengthy wait. As you can imagine, my time is at a premium.
That's fine, Mr. Medovsky. I think we're almost finished anyway.
And payment?
Very soon, monsieur. Very soon.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
You must be upset at the theft of La Maledizio.
Yes, I'm disappointed that someone would kill for such a minor piece.
Minor?
Nice collection of medals you have there, Mr. Medovsky.
I earned them serving my country.
Anywhere interesting?
Chechnya. Ever been there?
No, can't say I've had the pleasure. So, what brought you into the art business, Mr. Medovsky?
Oh, an eye for great artists, an appreciation of fine culture, and a love of what you Americans call the greenback.
Is that a first edition of War and Peace?
Of course, printed in 1869, a great year for my country's literature. And Tolstoy is the master.
Is that a picture of you with Colonel Gaddafi?
A deeply wonderful man. He was a great fan of the Impressionists.
Well, he certainly left quite an impression on Libya. So this Hobbs guy, good friend of yours, is he?
No, we simply have a business arrangement. We've been through this already. Now please, if you're quite finished, I'm a busy man.
Thank you for your time, Monsieur Medowski. We'll be in touch soon.
We will be in touch.
Well, no prizes for guessing where we go now.
Hobbs's place, right?
Got it in one. Medowski's pretty shady, don't you think?
He bought our act, though. You make a pretty good insurance man, Georges.
Yeah, would have thought it.
By the time he realizes we're not assessing his claim, we'll have cracked the case and be toasting our success.
Toasting our
Here's hoping.
success.
Looks like rain.
Come on, let's get that cab. Taxi?
Taxi. Short taxi ride later. You do.
I think we just stepped off the London tourist trail.
I guess this Hobbs character doesn't like visitors.
Not the kind of place you'd expect to find a restorer of old masters.
Unless you didn't want to attract attention.
He's attracted ours. Let's see what Mr. Hobbs knows about La Malediccio.
And let's try and get a look inside that portfolio.
The door was locked. The door was... Looking through the window, I could see that there was nothing in the van. Hobbs must have taken... I decided to leave...
What?
I popped open the van's hood. I'd need the keys to... I had no reason nor any desire to steal Hobbs's van. Slasha.
Okay.
It was the lever to open the hood. Not a sound. The horn wasn't...
Oh yeah. Ah.
The engine was held together by rust and dirt. Everything was covered in a sticky film of dirty black oil. Half the wiring wasn't connected to anything. It was clear why the horn hadn't made a noise. Neither hornpipe was connected to either the battery or the cab. It was one of two horns in the van. It didn't seem to be connected to anything else under the hood. Two wires hung loose from it. A loose wire hung. If I had some spare cable, I could connect it to the other horn. It was the van battery. A bundle of short, severed wires. None of the wires were connected to any... It was the van's engine. A bundle of wires came into the engine bay from the dashboard. Many of the wires seemed to lead nowhere. It was one of two horns. It didn't seem to be connected to anything else under the hood. A loose wire hung. If I had some spare cable, I could... A loose wire. If I had some spare cable, I could...
Jag har som ingenting. Vart hittar jag spare cable då? Här finns det mycket.
Piles of junk, mostly boxes of old paint. Mixed in were wires, cardboard, and some George Stobart.
Ah, Monsieur Stobart. I trust you have obeyed my instructions not to leave Paris.
Of course, Inspector.
Good. You clearly know which side your cookie is buttered. Now, I require your presence tomorrow at the murder scene for a reconstruction.
I see.
12 o'clock sharp, monsieur.
High noon.
Any failure to comply, and I shall have you extraordinarily rendered. Have a nice day now.
And you. That was Nave. We're required back in the gallery tomorrow for a crime scene reconstruction.
Let me guess. Non-attendance is a criminal offense?
You got it. I had found just what I needed. 2 lengths of wire.
Så där ja.
The large dumpster.
Det är för att dörren är låst kanske.
The engine bay was a mess. I connected the wires from the cab to the horn. It was the van. A bundle of short, severed wires was connected to the battery. I used the wire to join the battery to the horn. It was the van battery. A bundle of short, severed...
Oh, I'm sorry. Hur långt kvar på spelet må ni tro? Jag vet inte. Vad är jag uppe i? 5 timmars speltid eller sånt. Jag ser inte min timer.
I don't think there's anyone home.
There's a light on upstairs.
Ja, vi måste tuta för att få...
It was Hobbs's mailbox.
Attention.
For a second, I debated the morality of mail snooping. It was a short debate, and I won.
Vad var det då?
I decided to open... Dear Mr. Hobbs, due to previous incidents, we are writing to inform you that we will no longer be sending models to your address. It went on to discuss Hobbs's temper and other alleged infractions. some of which still carry the death sentence in certain less sophisticated cultures. Interesting. This could come in useful. The letter advised Mr. Hobbs that no more
Nej, jag ska låta bli och det. Det är lugnt.
Climbing drain pipes was something.
Vi testar tuta. Tut, tut, tut.
The horn wasn't working. I'd need the key. I had no real. The horn.
Okej, jag vet inte. Broomwell Comp. Bromtusta receptfritt. Okej. Jag ska se vad det är för något.
I connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
Jag har så ingen aning vad jag håller på med. Trial and error just nu. Jag vill tuta med bilen, det är min plan.
The horn wasn't working. I wouldn't have been able to break the chain.
Okej, prata med Nico då.
What's up?
The lights are on, but nobody's answering.
Maybe they can't hear you knocking. We could try some other way of attracting their attention.
Precis. Det är bilen.
Nico had suggested that we needed to attract Hop. A pile of paint. There was nothing else of interest.
Nej.
The large dumpster with that was that wouldn't have. A bundle of wires came in. It was the
Så när jag har testat alla... Nej, jag tror jag kanske har ett sätt till. Nej, det är inte.
The horn wasn't working. I decided. The van's hood was.
Okej.
The door. Look.
Jag fattar ju att det är någonting med... det här att göra.
That wouldn't. I needed a better idea. It was the van. The cable I'd used was long, but it did the job. I used the wire to join the battery to the horn. The cable I'd used seemed a little long for the job. A loose wire hung from the horn. A loose wire hung from the right-hand horn. A bundle of short, severed wire. It was the van battery. A loose. That was never. The horn wasn't working. I'd need the keys to start the engine. I had no reason, nor...
Ja, där vet jag. Pipeklipp.
If only I'd hung out with the cool kid.
Kan jag kutta kablarna? Can I cut them? They were a bit long.
I snipped the wire in half. I'd already cut one wire in half. I connected the wire. Everything was wired up. The horn had power.
Så. Löser pusslet.
I figured that should get Hobbs' attention.
All right, hold your blooming horses. What are you up to with my van?
Hello there. We fixed your horn.
So I hear. Now what are you doing in my yard?
Sorry to bother you again, Mr. Hobbs, but... Well, that could have gone better.
He's not exactly the friendliest of characters.
Eller vad gör de så här då?
I decided to give it a...
For crying out loud, will you leave my van alone?
Sorry. Hello there. We'd like to discuss...
Then make an appointment.
There must be some angle we...
Den med alla frågetecken då.
I decided to give it a...
Frågetecken.
You two.
Eller den där.
Afternoon, Mr. Hobbs. We're from the model agency.
About blooming time. I'm on a deadline. You better come up. About time you two showed up.
Hello, Mr. Hobbs. I was just wondering if...
Can it, Goldilocks? I don't have time for chit-chat. Just get undressed behind that screen.
Undressed?
That was the deal. An extra 20 quid because I need you with your kit off.
The studio was freezing.
And as for you, darling, no need to get undressed. I've got a vivid imagination, so I'll just use that. Either way, just go sit over there on that rug and give me your best belly pock floozy. That's perfect. Just hold it there.
Nico made for a good distraction. I just needed to figure out how to get a look at his portfolio. It was the same folder that Madame... It was the only lead to the painting. But Hobbs was... Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs. Mr. Hobbs, meet Trevor.
Who's Trevor?
My cockroach. Take a look.
Difficult childhood, eh? Well, don't take it out on me.
How about a top-up, Mr. Hobbs?
Thanks, but I've already got a glassful.
Showing that to Hobbs... Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs. I have a letter for you, Mr. Hobbs.
From the model agency. Bane in my life, models. Speaking of which, why have you still got your clothes on?
Okej, jag tappade pappret nu.
Showing that... Showing that... Excuse me,
Då kaka.
Don't mind if I do. Rich tea. No bourbons?
Afraid not.
Jammy Dodgers?
Sorry.
Stroopwaffe?
No, it's just the way I walk.
Okej, nu har jag blivit... Nej, jag blir inte av med den.
I didn't need to...
Okay.
Vera's security had disconnected. Hello, Mr. Rickenbacker?
You better have some good...
I am...
Go on, then. Impress me.
I went to visit Medovsky, the owner of the painting, and Vera's security.
Go on.
I found some paperwork that proves...
Great work. Well, we're gonna need...
Now wasn't the best...
Ändå gjorde jag det.
Nico would think I was stupid if I called him. Hey, Nico, got any...
We need to take a look inside.
Oi, you two.
Excuse me.
Oh, what do you want? You're supposed to be sprawl...
Yeah, well, about that.
Blow me. A model who's...
Yeah, about...
Oh, what's up? Afraid of these shrinking...
No, it's...
First time? Little embarrassed?
No!
Well then, what are you waiting for?
We had a saying in the Stobart. If a job's worth doing, then do it with your pants on. But I thought you were a restorer. But you're working on this paint...
Well, yeah. Look, Some clients want a painting that they don't own, restored from scratch, if you know what I mean. Don't worry, Sunshine.
I hear you did the restoration of that painting that got stolen recently in Paris?
I might have. It's a fine piece. You can smell the pain in every brushstroke.
Smell the pain.
Do you know a Russian called Medovsky?
You know Medovsky?
Everyone in the London art scene knows Medovsky.
And everyone in the London art scene who likes their kneecaps knows when to keep their trap shut.
Mm-hmm.
A variety of liquor. Hey! Putting anything other than good whiskey in a man's glass. How about a top-up, Mr. Hobbs?
It's wonderful.
Thanks.
Kan jag gå upp för trappan? No.
Oh, you! Get down from there, it's private.
Oh, sorry. The thermostat looked older.
Hey! Leave that dial alone. The heating gobbles up all the power and the circuits can't take it.
Sorry. I turned the thermostat down again.
Mm-hmm.
I had no need to walk.
Nej.
I wasn't going to mess around with that. I didn't need to sit.
Ja, så kan det gå ut. Ja, kunde jag. Varför vill jag göra det? Kan jag honka igen? Varför jag nu skulle vilja göra det? Kan jag sno kablarna?
For God's sake, the door's open!
I'd already jerry-rigged the horn. I had no other reason to rummage around under the hood.
Men jag vet inte heller riktigt varför du vill vara. Eller ifall man har glömt ta letteret från brevlådan.
Hi, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, sorry. I was just going to take a look at some of your pictures. You're very good.
I know. I'm not paying you to gawp around my...
Sorry. Hobbs had loosely sketched a young couple and an elderly lady sitting. The three characters were naked. Behind them, two...
Okay, stereo. Now we're talking. Kan du zooma in på den dessutom?
Wow, an old Bofson Wang stereo. I hadn't seen one of those for years. Burroughs, Dick, Rand. Hobbes liked his literature heavy and paranoid.
Paranoid.
Hobbes seemed to have a thing for 70s psychedelic jams. The record had stopped. It was Jasmine Breeze by the Hairy Lobsters.
Jaha, här också.
The stereo was switched off, adjusting the volume. I turned the volume up a few notches. I turned the volume down again. I turned the volume up a few notches. I didn't want to play around, but I wondered who it did belong to. It was a shaky old elevator that would once have lifted goods, but
My. If it isn't George Stobart.
Lady Piermont. Oh, my. You're...
Naked? Of course. As an artist's muse, one often finds oneself en pelotas. Now, George, don't be shy. Come here and give me a big hug.
That day was the day the nightmares had trapped, smothered, choking on lavender.
George, darling, pass me my robe. It's terribly cold in here.
Oi, what are you doing with a blooming robe on? God help me, but you're supposed to be naked. I've got a deadline to meet.
Well, you won't be meeting any deadlines with manners like that. And besides, it's freezing in here.
Lady Piermont and I had met before. She was larger than life, in every way.
Okej, så att vi...
Lady
Oh, George Beard.
I'll see what I can...
George, sweetheart, could you do something about...
Jag kunde inte göra det där.
I wasn't gonna mess around with...
Jag kan göra det där då. Jag kanske triggar någon fight mellan dem.
Hey! I've told you, don't...
Sorry, but Lady Piermont is cold. I thought...
Look, pal, I know it's brass monkeys in here, but the wiring in this building is ancient, and the fuse box won't take it. Her Majesty will just have to get used to chapel hat pegs.
Lady Piermont, Mr. Hobbes won't let me turn up the heating.
Well, we'll soon see about that.
Oh, crumbs.
If you do not adjust the heating, I shall refuse to cooperate.
Lady Piermont, it's the circuits. They won't take the strain. You know what old buildings are like.
In which case, I see no reason for this session to continue.
Whoa, Lady Piermont, let's not be too hasty. I'm sure I can accommodate your needs.
Good. Perhaps you can start by letting George here turn up the heating.
Oh, go ahead then, but be careful. The power in here is temperamental.
I'd turned the thermostat up as far as it would go.
Hey, that's my whiskey ration for the day.
Nej, du vill ha mer.
another whiskey?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
I didn't need to...
Börjar bli trött. Midnatt i och för sig.
A word if I may, Lady Tremont.
Streamat 2,5 timmar.
For you, George, I'm all ears. How can I help?
Det är jobb imorgon.
Can you keep a secret, Lady Tremont?
I am the very...
You see that portrait?
Be still, my beating heart. Just give me the nod and I'm putty in your hands.
So what have you been up to since our last encounter?
Charity work.
Oh, any...
Jag har inte spelat de andra spelen så jag vet inte vem hon är.
Have lost their way.
Do you know anything about a stolen paint?
Oh. Shh. My heart's a tremor, George. Do you think Wilf is mixed up?
Maybe, but I need you to act normally until...
Mum's the word.
How did you come to be working?
Wheresoever a bohemian needs a helping hand, George, my... And what better way to help than to expose one's flesh to the sensuous brushstrokes of...
Okej, får ni hjälp nu då?
How about a shot of...
No. Reminds me of husband number 5. Or was it... I'm strictly a gin girl.
What do you think of this, lady?
Not much.
What do you think of this?
Not much.
What do you think of...
Not much.
What do you think of this, lady?
Not much.
Not much.
I didn't think... Could I tempt you?
You could tempt me with many things, George.
What do you think of...
Not much.
Not much.
What do you think of...
Not much.
Would you like...
I drop.
Excuse me. What? How long have you been... You?
I can't get rid of it.
The painting is...
It would look even better if you...
Tell me more.
Why are we interested in that picture? We're not at the...
So, what's in the folder?
Little boys should keep their nose.
Totally.
I've got that.
Are you sure?
Are you deaf?
Mr. Hobbs, keep the extra 20 pounds. If it's all right...
Look, how?
This...
Now, one way or another, you're...
This was going nowhere. I had to keep stalling until I could take a look inside that portfolio. It's a little musty in here. Do you mind if I spray some of this around?
Brett! Good Lord, man! Put it away!
Showing that to Hobbs. Showing that... Hobbs got one cookie out of me. He wasn't... Showing that to Hobbs. Showing that... Showing that... Showing that...
Another whiskey.
Ja, redan.
Thanks. I told you.
I'm sorry. It was Lady Piermont. So how are we gonna get it?
Perhaps your lady friend over there.
Lady Piermont? Was she?
Who said anything about subtlety? We need... No, excuse...
Ja, jag vet. Det är någonting jag ska göra med henne. Kanske bara ska sluta.
Anything else you can tell me?
My lip.
It was clear that Lady Piermont... We're still trying to figure out a way to distract her. Lady Piermont was... Would you like...
I'd rather...
A variety of... I'd better not touch the thermostat again.
Okej.
I turned the volume down. I turned the volume up a few notches. I turned the volume down again.
Nej. Sådär.
Hobbs had loosely sketched a young couple, the three characters. Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs.
What now?
So... Not so loud. The painting... It would...
Spara avsluta kanske. %. Jag tror att procenten faktiskt bara är för hela spelet, inte bara episod 1. Det känns som så i alla fall. Nej. Eller var brons. Jag tror det är någon... De här två är också hemliga. Ja. Det var väl första pusslet som tagit lite längre tid. Vad sa jag? 11 brons, eller hur? 11 brons. Nåväl. Dags att stänga ner, sova. Det är jobb imorgon. Troligtvis stream imorgon kväll samma tid ungefär. Ja. Så ser planen ut. Tack för att ni tittat. Tack Vega. Tack Daniel. Tack andra som också har varit här. Godnatt. Så gott. Så gott. Tror att jag kan ge bort en filt på ett schysst sätt. Nio, 10, 11. Pausa. Två timmar kvar på Estimate. Får se hur det går med den biten. God natt.